What's up, everyone? This is Dave, aka Finance Guy, bringing you another 54 bucks EverQuest raid on EQ Emulator and local install on my computer. We are in North Temple of Veeshan, and I am staring down Lord Feshlak, and I'm in GM mode right now, so I can go over a couple of things. This is kind of a weird pull, and I use a technique that requires me to use GM commands, but you definitely don't have to do it that way. In fact, I just do it to make it a little easier on my alt tabbing, running 54 clients on the same computer causes some client switching lag, which makes the pull harder. I'll explain how to do it both ways. So real quick, I have a tank team and off tank team, 3 caster DPS teams, melee, 3 melee DPS teams, and a spare cleric and healer team. Dave is relatively well geared. Actually, he over the past so many week or two, I should say, I've been really hitting certain targets hard, and I progressed further. I got into NToV, I got into Sleeper's Tomb. I killed Avatar of War one time. Oh, looks like my Shirt of Wolf wore off. Hold on one sec. Gonna just run back here and turn GM mode off, because when you're in GM mode, you can't have spells cast on you. So I'm just gonna tell Rose SOW Spirit of Wolf. And it looks like I was missing Greater Resist Magic. So we're gonna get that back on. Let's go, Rose. Let's go a little faster. All right. Coming. There we go. We put gem mode back on. So this pull, he has Call of the Zero. And that means when you get into aggro range, which is right around here, he's going to summon you under him. And it's out of range of MacroQuest's Follow Me, at least the E3 versions, because E3 has distance checks, so you can't, cheat across the zone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him summon me, and then I'm going to use my GM summon buttons, these 11 buttons, to very quickly summon all of my characters to my feet. And I'll have Furious on the whole time so that I don't, die. And then I'm just not going to use a complete heal rotation. I can generally survive this fight without one. So it'll be okay. The other way to do it is to pop Furious, run in, get summoned, and then quickly alt tab to your other drive or one of the other tanks and run everyone in. It's a little messier for me. I have some lag on my computer, so I don't do it. I just summon everyone. It's whatever. You can do it either way. I'm looking at Feshlak's stats. He has 455,000 hit points. He is weak against fire and cold, disease, and poison. He's kind of strong against magic. So I'm telling my guys to use fire nukes because they do hit harder. Yeah, so we'll do that. So we're going to run Dave off, and I'm just going to get him out of range of aggro, and I'm going to turn GM mode off. Make that go away. And yeah, so I'm basically going to target him. I'm going to use Furious. I'm going to charge in. And the second I get summoned, I'm going to pull my guys. And the summon 1 is going to summon 2 of the clerics. So that should help keep me alive while I'm getting into place. It's kind of messy. Might lose a few characters. Make sure my mezzes are off. They weren't. That's good, because if I summon my enchanters, they drop dead in a second. And yeah, let's see what happens. So Furious is up. I'm being pulled. I'm pulled. I am now summoning my characters. And this is going to take a hot minute because I can't summon. If you go too fast, you'll miss characters. And I was going to move back from Call of Zero. I'm putting up defensive. I'm only about halfway through my summons, but you got to do your best. You got to just do it as fast as possible without missing anyone. So I'm going to start debuffing, and not everyone is here yet, but that's okay because I can start debuffing. I'm going to make sure no one is at Arinar. No one is. I'm going to start dotting. And I'm just going to keep generating threat, or aggro, or whatever you want to call it. Janet just died, and it looks like Mike's going to get killed. But you know what? My enchanters, they always die, and they're useless after they debuff and die. So I frankly don't care. In fact, I'm going to start giving them armor class gear at some point when I get into like Vexthal, where the caster gear has high armor class, because they just die anyway. And maybe if they had slightly higher armor class, they'd last a little longer. So I just engaged on Feshlak. And I don't know if he's a belly caster, but I always assume that perma-rooted mobs and dragons are belly casters. Whether they are or not is a good question. Oh, I got low in life right there. Wow, I almost died. Did you see that? That was close. So, you know what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to... Should I start the complete heal rotation, I wonder? I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to turn off that cleric's macros. I'm going to turn off that cleric's macros, and I'm going to start the complete heal rotation. And I'm going to set the timing to 5 seconds. So there's going to be a pause in heals for about 10 seconds from the first cleric, and the other clerics are still going to heal, and the druids will still heal. But let's see if that was smart. Yeah, that worked. So I got a complete heal rotation up, and I'm fine. I did full raid summon one button at a time, and I got the complete heal rotation going. That's pretty badass. Oh, I got him slowed too, so I'm actually going to set the timing to 7 to save mana. And this, oh, he's going to start killing my wizards now. So let's have everyone back off for a second. And I'm going to change my spells to big cold. My cold spells don't hit as hard, so they're going to generate a lot less aggro, or not, because Kristen is tanking right now. And for whatever reason, I don't think my concussion macros are working, so I need to fix that as soon as possible. I feel like my wizards on a lot of fights just steal aggro and die. Usually one after the other. I was in this one fight the other day where whoever dragon I was fighting systematically killed my wizards one by one. It was pretty funny. Fortunately, they were almost out of mana, so it wasn't a big deal. Feshlak has a fire AoE. I think he has a fire and a cold AoE. I think he has a wave of fire and a wave of cold. And he may have a fire direct damage on the tank similar to Santalak, although I don't think it goes off as often, as frequently. But he's otherwise not that hard. He has a lot of hit points, as you can see. He's taking a bit to kill. But, yeah, not really that hard. Once he's slowed, he's kind of a joke. He's killed a few of my guys. He might kill Arthur just because no one's complete healing Arthur. And my complete heal chain switches, but only switches if the tank dies. So if Dave dies, it will go to Allie. If Allie dies, it goes to Arthur. And if Arthur dies, it goes to Norm. That's just how it's programmed. So Feshlak is going to enrage soon. So when he gets to like 11%, I'll just turn off auto attack. So maybe 10%. We'll do 10%. Yeah. Turn off auto attack. I don't have the enrage message showing in my chat window. That's a mistake on my part. I just kind of guess when it's going on. You can kind of tell when you start taking massive damage from auto attacking. And then it, eventually wears off after 6 or 12 seconds. I always forget the duration. Yeah. And now Feshlak is... he's gonna be dead in like a couple seconds. So, super easy fight. Arianar, if you saw my Arianar video, she was a mess, and Feshlak was just like, whatever. So we're gonna summon the dead because I don't res. Let's bring them back. Yeah, I lost all 3 enchanters. I did not anticipate any less. I always anticipate that all my enchanters will die because I guess Tash and Cripple, which is the main spells they're casting, are super high aggro. I will restart my macros since the complete heal chain is still going. And my clerics had plenty of mana at the end of that, which is great because, again, that's just wonderful. So I'm going to back my guys off. I'm going to do / loot corpses to get my my guys' bodies off the, get rid of them. And let's see what Feshlak dropped. So Feshlak has dropped his monocle every time I've killed him, which is good because it's a great item. It has no resist, though, which I don't like. But the mana preservation is gorgeous. And then the wisdom. The boots, the dead dream, reduces the mana cost of long-term detrimental spells. Long-term, so dots. So this is like a necromancer item for the most part. I guess you could give it to an enchanter because they have a dot. I guess it's a shaman item too. Necromancer, shaman, probably necromancer or shaman would be the best bet for this type of item. So I'm gonna do find slot feet only shaman neck. Row, so SHM space neck, and we're gonna see what everyone's using. It looks like Fernando and Angus, who are my 2 necromancers, don't even have feet. No, they have feet, they don't have boots. So I'll just pick one arbitrarily today, and we're gonna give Angus the boots, and that will make him his mana go down. Mana cost more efficient on his dots, which is all he pretty much uses. I think he has like 1 nuke. The Skywatcher's monocle. Funny story. One day Feshlak dropped 2 of these, so he essentially dropped glasses that broke in half into 2 monocles. It was kind of stupid, whatever. But But he just dropped his monocle. So we're gonna do a find slot face only, and this is a wisdom item. So we're gonna look at our healers. We're gonna say healers, and can kind of see what people mostly have Velium Rubiales. That's what I gave them when I created the characters. Just give them some starting wisdom. I give people like basic armor and jewelry, like bandit armor and jasper and sapphire and fire opal stuff. So I don't really know who to give it to. It could really go to anyone. So I'm just gonna pick a cleric who doesn't have something else. I'll give it to Shelby. I don't think I've given her anything in a while. She's also in the complete heal rotation, so it's important that she has more mana. So we're gonna go to Shelby, and I'm gonna go loot Feshlak's corpse, and boom, and boom. And it gave her about what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50 more mana and some more health. It's awesome. Destroy the Veil. Don't need it anymore. And I pretty much think that's it. That was Lord Feshlak. I mean, did I miss anything? I feel like I've recorded several videos today, so I may have said something more than once or twice. But yeah, if you liked what you saw, and I'm gonna keep doing these, I'm gonna try to go around the pit a little bit. There's certain mobs I can't handle yet, but I'm gonna do as many of them as I can. I'll post them over a couple of weeks. If you like what you see, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see the macros? I'll give you a quick preview real fast. This is what the scripts look like. This is one script. This is an script. You know, this is like my shadow net. I will go into much more detail on this. If you want to see this, like a whole video on these scripts, please comment and tell me. Because I know some people do. It's a bit of work to put a video together for these macros because I have 54 files and I could do one of each class. But also I have to go into like setting them up and you know, there's other stuff that are not just the character scripts. There's other scripts like the looting script and the login script. And because like, I'm not going to log in 54 clients every day. I have a script that logs them all in. So yeah, if you want to see this stuff, please tell me and I'll do it. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I will see you soon.